Harihi Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Sarva Vedanta Siddhanta Gocharam Tamagocharam Govindam Paramanandam Sadgurum Pranatosmyaham Aheyamanupadeyam Manovacha Magocharam Aprameyamanadyantam Brahma Purnam Mahanmaha. Truth is explained as beginningless. And when something is beginningless, it cannot have an end. Beginningless must be endless. So if you talk about the Lord who has a beginning, let's say, the Lord who has a beginning means what? A Lord started coming into existence, came into being. That means before there was no Lord. And what do you mean by Lord at all? Lord means that should be the cause of everything, yeah. Lord should be the cause of everything. Otherwise, you can't call him the Lord. And if he is created by something, on an auspicious day, he is brought into existence, then he can't be called Lord. So it has got to be beginningless. And beginningless, it's not the capacity of a human being to appreciate it. Because beginningless substance, whatever is beginningless, it's not easy to appreciate. We see only the things which are having beginnings. A child is born, it has got a beginning. A house is constructed, it has got a beginning. Everything has a beginning here. And beginningless, when the scripture is telling this, must be there. That faith in the statement should be there in the beginning. It has got to culminate in experience, one's own experience. That's okay, but in the beginning, one has to have that confidence in the scripture, faith in the scripture, that it is telling the right thing. And that beginningless thing is you. That is what the equation presented in the scripture. So, Lord, naturally, human beings are going to think about, because they see the universe, and the Lord means what? There must be a beginning. And if that beginning, and if the Lord begins, then there is not going to be logical. So if something doesn't have a beginning, what should it look like? What should it look like? Generally, this is what the thinking. We are accustomed to certain type of understanding. This is how things are. We have got forms, sound, touch. All these things are there. And even though we have the knowledge of space, time, mind, all these things are there, based on that, we don't have that the capacity, they don't have that inclination to think about something which could be beyond all these things also. There could be something. That is the reason why The takers for this knowledge are very less. The takers are very less. A handful of people only try to understand this. And see, it is very clear. Unless you have got some understanding about something, you are not going to do anything. Some understanding you should have about this. Some see, when you see miracles happening, sometimes miracles happen in this society. We do see that. It is appreciated by everybody all over. And based on those things, you imagine something must be there. Something must be there. You don't know what it is, but something must be there. So this is the basis. This is the beginning, I can say. Not the basis, this is the beginning. This is the beginning of the search of a given person. This person is trying to search what could be the source of the universe. He's beginning. How did he begin? That's because he is seeing something miracles happening here and there, and then and he has got this understanding, which is real, definitely. What is the understanding? That whatever you do in this world, you are not going to be here forever. That is the reality. Whatever you do, nothing is important. That assimilation has got to be there. That is also written there in scripture. That is a statement, Parikshalokan Karmachitan Nirvedamayat Brahmana, etc. It is in Sanskrit. You analyze things, you examine how things are happening here in this world, how nothing is very important. People, they keep doing things, giving importance to varieties of things, varieties of knowledges. So that goes away for a thinking person, because no knowledge can save you. You know very well, this person who is a thinking person, he concludes there is no knowledge in this world which can save him. No medical science can save him, because medical medical science has got its own field of operation. That's okay, but it doesn't have any say over the unseen factor. I prescribe the medicine, or I ate for myself. I being a doctor, so I prescribed myself medicine for myself and started taking it. And I found that the problem is not being solved. What do you say? You can't be sure of anything. You may have the knowledge of medicine, but that doesn't mean you have got to say over varieties of things, the way the body is going to go through, the life that is going to unfold. What science is there to what science is there to reveal what is going to happen in future? You just tell me. Today we are awake now in the morning. So what is going to happen in the evening? Which science is there to predict it? You just tell me. Everybody knows future is uncertain. And future uncertain, do you know what it is? The very existence may be questioned also. Very existence of the given person may be questioned in future. So when this sort of understanding comes, nothing becomes very important in this world. If you don't think in this direction, then you will give importance to small little things, and just life will go away. It goes away just like that. And it is written in the same scripture. Scripture says, children keep playing, the youth keeps fulfilling his dreams. A lot of dreams he has got. Some of them he fulfills, and the old laments. The old person laments. That is how the nature of the human beings. So, anything that has got a beginning must end. And therefore, the Lord must be beginningless. And when it is beginningless, it is not going to come to an end. Okay, then let the Lord be beginningless. What is up to me? What is up to me? I am having the beginning, I am having an end, I am suffering, and I have got all the problems in the world. The body has got problems, the mind has got problems, and external world, relationships, and everything. I have got problems only. I see only problems. So what is the big deal? The Lord being great. Let the Lord be great. It is of no use for me. So that being the understanding, or we can say the misunderstanding of a given person, he has to correct. And if he happens to correct, why I say happens, because it is very rare. Having inclination towards this type of understanding is very rare in this world. Hardly anybody will be interested. Right? Outright, they will just reject. They will reject outright. Don't think about the Lord, etc. All nonsense. Work hard and live happily. That is the that is the principle they follow. Almost everybody, because they don't see that there is the possibility. They don't see the possibility. Hardly it occurs to anybody's mind. And if at all it occurs, it's a very big thing. Those who are not interested in this world, they use the world, but they are not interested in the world because they know that they are not going to be here. That understanding is not a small thing. Your activities will be guided by that understanding. And when you grow, there is uh, no level of growth. You can grow to any level. Keep growing, keep growing. And a time comes, anything that happens doesn't bother you. So the Lord may be infinity, the Lord may be endless, beginningless, but it's up to me. The scripture says, no, the same Lord you are. Then only you can be comfortable, no? If Lord is big already, and suppose I am told by my teacher, see, Lord is great, and you are a small little person. You pray Him. If somebody teaches me, I already know I am a very small little person. I don't have much money, I don't have much strength, and definitely a little bit of knowledge I have. So all smallness I have got, so many smallnesses. The smallness, I am drowned in that smallness, and further I am going to be smaller than the Lord means what? I'll be further miserable. And being miserable, I can't, I can't be happy being miserable. So a miserable person is told that you are the servant of the Lord, means further being miserable. So that is not the statement of the scripture. Scripture says you are the same Lord. You discover how you are the same Lord. And then only you can be happy now. So you don't have any beginning also. See, just paying attention, seeing this body, somebody says it has got the beginning and it will have the end. The child is born to the given family. Okay, the child is born to the given family. It was not there before, and after death also it won't be there. This understanding, it was not there before. What do you mean by that? Yeah, that form was not there, right? But see, the air because of which the child is alive, the air was there not. Yeah, given form, it was not there. Acceptable. That is true. But air, do you think? Do you mean the air is born? How is the birth of the air without which the child cannot live? Variety of confusions has to go. Confusions have to go. If the confusions do not go, no, you'll be worried. So given the confusions, how can you live comfortably? Yet the child is born, okay. That doesn't mean the air is born. The energy which is there because of which the child is born, that energy is born. Which thing is born? Yes, as a body, it is born, fine. And it has got its own process also. That is right from the seed, the sapling comes up, the leaves just come up slowly, and it becomes a huge tree. Similarly, the child also, it goes through varieties of changes, starting from the procreating capacity of the parents. So this is how in the system. That doesn't mean it has got a beginning. Even though it has got a beginning, It was there definitely. Otherwise, how will it come in this form? It was there in some other form, definitely. Like for example, the pot was not there. But it was the possibility was there in the clay. Clay became the pot because of the trick of the pot maker. Similarly, because of parents, the possibility was unfolded in the form of a child. Nothing wrong in that, but don't say it was not there before. This form was not there, but you can't say it was not there. And a thing which is not existing cannot come into being at any time. Existing thing can alone can go through varieties of changes. Existing things alone, non-existing thing never comes into existence or undergoes varieties of changes. Something is not there and it's going through varieties of changes. Hmm. The son of a barren woman, he is jumping, you say. Just for example, a son of the barren woman, he is jumping. Barren woman means that there won't be child for the woman. How is it that this child is jumping? So, it was there in some other form, you don't know, even before birth also. Before birth, before the parents got married, the, the male and female, they got married. Before that also, the possibility of the child was there in the system. So, a thing which exists alone can go through varieties of changes. Non-existing thing cannot go through any change. That should be very clear. So, all the changes that are happening all over the world, known, unknown, the basis should be existence, and non-existence is not correct. Like for example, this room is empty, you say. So there's nothing there inside the room. You say this is empty. Yes, empty from the standpoint of objects that are visible objects. From the standpoint of visible objects, the room is empty. It doesn't mean space is not there, air is not there. They are there. Empty from the standpoint of tangible objects. But here, you can't say air is not there and space is not there. Similarly, from nothing something comes, you cannot say. Therefore, the beginningless truth has got to be there. Beginningless truth. And from that, anything can begin. Because without existence, no change can take place. Existence must be there. And the truth about the cause of the universe is called existence. Existence itself, without any association with any other object. Existence itself. So, Anadi, Anantam, these two words, they say, thing which is the source of the universe is beginningless, and since it is beginningless, it is endless also. Hmm. Today we see the pot. The same pot was clay earlier, and it has been there for time immemorial. It's going to be here for time immemorial also in the future. It's not going to come to an end. Yeah, the pot will break, fine. Again, someday somebody will make a pot out of it. So, whatever things are there in the universe, they have got to be there in some form or other. That's what the next word says, Anadyantam Brahman Purnam. The word Purnam is used for that. It is complete in every place. It is available in every place. In every wave, you will find the same water. We can imagine, which is not possible, of course. We can imagine in the ocean having no waves. We can imagine. It's not correct, but we can have the imagination given the mind. We can imagine the waveless nature of the ocean. Water was there. Now you'll find so many waves, and every wave is water, complete. It is available in each and every wave. That is the meaning of Purnam. Why the multiplicity cannot be removed? That you are experiencing. It is just available for your eyesight. The waves are available for your eyesight, but here there are five things: sound, sound, forms, mm, touch, taste. All these things are there. Even though this multiplicity is experienced by each and every human being, everything is one thing that is going to be discovered, and then only you can be comfortable, and you can say that the journey is complete. Nothing more can be known from this universe. That is the culmination of knowledge. That nothing more needed to be known. What I know is the last thing. And anybody who knows that is the last thing, that should be the last thing. There can't be anything better because that is the nature of the human beings. No? If something knows something better than me, definitely I'll try for that. If something has anything better in whichever manner, whether it is object wise, knowledge wise, or anything, if somebody is better than me, then I will definitely try to get that. That is the nature of the human beings. So when I get the maximum, and I know that anybody who knew this, he got the whatever I know now, that was the maximum earlier also, and that remains the maximum forever. So Purnam can never be belittled. Nothing you can take out of the complete. So universe, from universe, suppose you take out. That is the reason at the end of the class, at the end of the discourse, we chant the hymn. What is it? Purnamada Purnamidam Purnatmas. What do you mean by that? It says, before the creation it was complete, after the creation it is complete, and when you take out the creation also it remains complete alone. So just take for example a 10-gram gold. 10-gram gold you take, a lump of gold, a piece of gold, square or rectangle, whatever it is, 10 grams gold. Now you make a necklace out of it. Before being necklace, it was 10 gram. After the 10 gram of gold becoming necklace, it remains the same 10 grams of gold. Looks like a necklace. You can use the same gold in your neck now. That time you are not able to do it. Now it has been made usable. Given your knowledge, you have made it so. So the gold alone became gold without undergoing any essential change. No essential change. Gold became iron, etc. It's not like that. Or silver, etc. No. Gold is gold now also. But the shape has changed. It has been given a different shape so that it can be useful. Fine. Now, the same 10 gram gold is in each and every place of the necklace. Or we can say the same 10-gram gold is looking like the necklace. Now, you again melt the necklace because you thought that I'll go for a change. Let's go for a change because you are bored because of the same ornament wearing every time. So you want to go for a change. Okay. So now, when you melt it, again it it takes the shape of the same 10 grams of gold. It doesn't go away at all unless the goldsmith does something wrong. The same 10-gram gold remain as it is. So before the creation of the necklace, it was 10 grams gold. After being necklace, it is 10 grams gold, and again when it is melted, it comes down to the same 10 grams of gold. It remains the same before the creation complete. After the creation, it is complete. Take out the creation, it is complete. This take out the creation has got to be taking out the creation. This has got to be assimilated. No loss to anything. No loss to gold. If you are fascinated by the necklace, you are in problem. That is the problem of the human beings. Almost 100% human beings. Why are you getting fascinated by this? You wear some cloth, it's okay. People who wear cloth, they forget totally about the cotton, completely they forget because they are fascinated by the cloth. Why are you fascinated, dear? Same cotton is there. You don't pay attention to that. You are fascinated by food. You are fascinated by food. Everybody I see, everybody is all over the world, in every country. They are uh, demanding that there should be creation of jobs so that they could live happily, more and more job opportunity, etc., all over the world. See, this is how the miserable human beings. I don't say they're doing wrong, etc., but they being so, doing like this, what are they going to get in life? What I mean is, see, there is no question of any society, etc. before. People lived in the forest. They also lived. They also lived. Today also we are living. And that means if you get a job which is giving you a salary of 1 crore rupees per month, you are going to be here forever. Understanding should be you have been given a life, a human life, and it's your responsibility to maintain this body. How you are going to maintain? You see the society and accordingly you do it. So why should you cry for some, shout at somebody so that he should give you a job so that you can live? You apply your brain, collect from outside. The animals, they do it. Okay, it is the responsibility of the person who is looking after the administration to see all these things. That's okay. But what is your responsibility? You being a human being, you have got your knowledge, you apply that knowledge and collect food from outside. That is the salary. What is the question of salary? There is no question of unemployment. What is the question of unemployment? Unemployed cow, unemployed crow, unemployed dog. Do you say like this? So, because of your wrong thinking that I will enjoy when I have got a lot of usable objects, I will enjoy, this wrong thinking alone creates problem in the human beings, and that problem beings, it will eternal problem. I tell you, it's not going to be solved. Today you are given a car, you will go for another car, etc. So there's no end to the desires of the human beings. So you have been given the opportunity. The Lord has given you the opportunity, making you a human being. So it is your responsibility how to maintain yourself. So instead of blaming anybody else, if everybody is, everybody is, I can just imagine utopian concept. Definitely, everybody is aware of one's responsibility, then nobody would suffer definitely. But that is the reality. When life is yours, means it is your responsibility to maintain it, and the outside world is there available for you how to maintain. Anyway, so unless you have got satisfaction about yourself, you can't be happy with anything else. You should be happy with what you are doing in life, and it's for once. So complete. Before the creation, it is complete. After the creation is complete, and when you after the creation is over, then also it is complete. So no question of any loss of no question of any loss. That has got to be understood, appreciated thoroughly. No question of loss. The child which is not there before, there is no loss. Child being born, there is no profit, no loss. The child dies at any age whatsoever it may be. There is no loss. That is the reality. You have to assimilate it again and again, because that is not going to change. You may bang your head in the wall, but the reality is not going to change. So how do you accept it? That is how the creators scheme, which you have to accept. So may the Lord, the unseen factor, give me the capacity to digest all these things that are happening out. So it is an opportunity. The human birth is an opportunity to discover the truth and be happy while alive. And definitely, such a person who is happy while alive is not worried about that death, because when the necklace is melted, it becomes the same gold. So this revelation is there in the scripture. So you are to follow the directions that are given in the scripture, You have to follow the same direction because our ancestors, they have gone in that direction and they have discovered that. You find it out. It is not a mere belief system. There's no question of belief. Belief doesn't last. It may be there for some time, but belief doesn't last. Assimilation, if it is there, then you can say yes, it is there. Yes, it is there. So it is complete. The truth is complete. With creation it is complete. Without creation also it is complete. And it is called the effulgent being. It is also called the effulgent being. Effulgent being means what? So you don't call it darkness. There is no darkness in the truth. See, this light and darkness, two things which are there. But what about the knowledge? Knowledge about the light and knowledge about the darkness. Knowledge is the same knowledge, principle of knowledge. And the knowledge is neither it is knowledge, neither it is light nor it is darkness. Knowledge is knowledge. That is the effulgent being. So don't confuse that with the Lord being light, etc. No. Some people confuse. There is no question of light. So effulgent being means complete, the infinity. There can't be any other word used for that. Effulgent is the reason the word effulgent is used to dispel any sort of wrong thinking in the human beings. Wrong thinking. It is an effulgent being, self-existing. So don't confuse with light or darkness, anything like that. It is the basis for both the light and darkness. It is available as darkness, it is available as light also. There is the infinity. Infinity cannot have light and darkness both. so so that that is there and there is myself. So when the teacher teaches, in the beginning there is belief, it should be there. Otherwise, how people would pursue for it? They are struggling to find out what it is. There should be something. Yeah, those who are giving up everything in the pursuit of this, there must be something. Otherwise, how do they? How why should anybody go after that? There are people, a handful of people definitely, but there are people. So it must be there. That understanding has to do with it. Belief in the beginning, the belief should be there that there must be something. And I'm trying to understand what it is. It takes time to become for things to become clear, definitely. But what you can do is you can put yourself in the right direction. That much willpower you should have. I'll put myself in the right direction, right thinking, so that slowly things will become clear. So, infinity is the nature of the object, the beginning of the universe, and that infinity, I happen to be that infinity, and everything happens to be that infinity, whatever it is. Mm. So, and that is the Brahma. The word Brahma is the biggest. Brahma means the biggest. Biggest means includes everything. Ocean, you say, once you say the ocean, it includes big waves, small waves, everything. Ocean is everything. Similarly, Brahma, when you say the word Brahma, when you say it is infinity, it includes everything, star, moon, space, etc., everything included in that. In fact, everything is the same manifest over the Lord. Rest of the time, we'll meditate. Sit straight. Close your eyes. I will take the names of the various parts of the body. You look at those parts. The purpose is to be objective towards each and every part of the body, the whole body to be objective. This is how this top of your head, the hair, forehead, right eye, left eye, nose, mouth, left cheek, left ear, right cheek, right ear, back side of the head, neck, right shoulder, right arm, right elbow, right palm, fingers, left shoulder, left arm, left elbow, left palm, fingers, back, chest, stomach, left thigh, left knee, left foot, the toes, right thigh, right knee, right foot, the toes, the entire body. This body is just like any other things in the creation. This is not a special thing. This is how it is. It has been. There have been so many bodies like this in the past. In the future also there will be so many bodies like this. So this is not anything special. This has come into being within the scheme of things. This is supposed to come because of the Lord's wish. This body has to come. So whatever it is perfect because it is Lord's creation. Whether it's male, female, black complexion or white complexion, whatever it is, the look. So it is perfect in every manner. Knowledge wise also. This is how it is supposed to be. So I am 100% happy with whatever the body is. Similarly, I am 100% happy with each and everybody in this world, each and everything in the world. That includes varieties of incidents that have happened in my life. I'm fully happy with what have happened in my life in the past. Every incident was perfect, and in the future also, whatever is going to happen, that will be perfect because that is in the scheme of things that are supposed to happen. The same thing applies to each and everybody in this world. Every incident is perfect in this world. What happens, happens. And that's beautiful. See how, because of the Lord's system, breathing is taking place. You just see. Air has been given the capacity to keep the body alive. The air has got the capacity. You don't see that, but you can understand. So just look at the nose, how the air keeps entering and coming out. We don't put any effort, it happens. That is the system, Lord's system. Just appreciate and be grateful to the Lord air. Mental worship. Imagine any form of the Lord. Because the Lord is all pervasive, it can take any form. Whatever you imagine, that also is the form of the Lord. Being all pervasive. Put a flower at the feet of the Lord. Prostrate in front. Pray, O Lord, give me the capacity to change whatever I can change. Give me the capacity to accept whatever I cannot change. May I know in each and every situation what I can change and what I cannot change. Salutations to the Lord again and again. I'm chanting. You just listen. By listening itself, chanting takes place. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Whatever happens in your mind, it is nothing but consciousness. See the rose, red rose. You are seeing the red rose. The basis for this red rose is consciousness. See an elephant. You are seeing an elephant now. The same place where you saw the rose, there you are seeing the elephant now. Same consciousness looking at like an elephant. Relationship with the rose and the elephant and the consciousness. It is the same consciousness alone looks like elephant and the rose. They are not different. They come and go. Elephant comes and goes, rose comes and goes, but consciousness remains the same, just like the water. Waves come and go, but the water remains the same. Similarly, the entire universe. Things come and go, but consciousness remains the same. There is no loss to consciousness. Wave comes and goes, but water remains. Elephant comes, goes. Rose comes and goes, but consciousness remains. Similarly, the entire universe. The universe comes and goes, but the consciousness remains. I am that consciousness. I don't cease to exist. I exist all the time. Everything is consciousness. In spite of the changes, the changeless is the truth. Changeless is the truth. Changes happen in the wave, but not in the water. Changes happen in the universe, not in the consciousness. Everything is consciousness. I am that all-pervasive consciousness, free from birth and death, free from any change. Infinity is the nature of consciousness. I am that infinity. Everything is the infinity. Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Maheshaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithivi Sasyashalini Deshoyam Kshobarahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु, सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु, सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु, सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्, असतो मा सद्गमय, तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।